and I'm gonna open it. I know I should, but it's still the thought that counts, right? So I made this card for you, and I don't know if you can zoom in on it, but can somebody read that? Can you read it?
Amanda, thank you so much. You are a true friend. It's a little late, but will you be my belated Valentine?
And then on the next page, there's a yes, no, or you're not sure yet.
First of all, Scott, I think that your video was very nice, very sweet. And I had some time to process it, think about it. And yes, I will be your belated Valentine. I think it was very genuine. And I am looking forward to coming up soon and us hanging out and spending more time together.
Okay, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking about the title. I know. Then don't worry, we're going to get to that bit because, boy, it surprised me just as much as it surprised you guys potentially too. So here's the thing. What I would like to know about Amanda in this situation is why. Now, listen, I don't think that these two have any plans whatsoever of having some type of intimate relationship. If anything, this is all just for social media because really and truly, most of the time people will actually get together first before announcing anything on social media. So the fact that nothing has actually, happened between these two, this has to also just be for show. It has to be for some type of clout gain. Now, whether or not Scott is really going to go to her home and visit her, that I guess we will find out. But it is very disappointing. Disappointing for the one simple reason, to be honest with you. Amanda, we know, is somebody that has two kids. Two young kids. And we've already experienced it on 90 Day with Razvan, and we've already experienced the way she was quick to introduce her kids to him over a phone call. Now, of course, she may have not introduced him as a potential partner. She may have only introduced him as a friend, but either way, though, she still did leave her kids for a similar time to go spend time with him in Romania, even though at the time it was still during a process where I guess, I wouldn't say the kids were still mourning their father's loss, but the father's loss was still, pretty much fresh in their mind. And that is definitely something that we all judge her on, and that's something that we all still continue to judge her on. So for someone that's spoken so highly about, being loving and caring for her own children, I do wonder, why would she want to bring Scott around her kids? Because right now, Scott is only displayed to us as somebody that is currently giving us vibes, as someone that is unstable, someone that is unhinged at this moment in time, based on his behavior thus far. I mean, listen, there's been many moments where some of us even question if this man is freaking bipolar. But the fact that she feels comfortable potentially to bring this man around her children is crazy to me. Absolutely crazy to me, even if it's just for jokes and banter and just for a little bit of clout. Now, of course, let's not forget there is a potential chance this relationship may actually go places, and if it does, well, good luck to the both of them, to be honest with you, in this matter. But before we get into the rest of the video, remember, for the people who are new, or for the people that keep returning, or the people that keep getting recommended my video, and that's why you keep returning, is because YouTube is telling you something. It's telling you that it wants you to subscribe and help us get to 50K by the end of this month. 6 more days left. Let's make it happen. Come on, push that button. Tell a friend. Tell someone. Let's just make it happen, okay? Now, with that being said, though, let's get into the next part. So as you can see here, Scott, obviously, as we know, loves to search his name on the internet. And as you can see, when he searches his name on the internet, he knows he's only going to get negative criticism as he sees it, right? So of course he's going to say his stick. And as you can see right here, he comes up by saying, who writes this crap? I'm a father of 3 college grad healthcare professionals and a grandfather of 9. Also, coach high school and competitive girls soccer. Nothing but slander. You know what though? This is what I tell people sometimes when they are new into my life. I say to them, listen, whatever you've done before me has nothing to do with me because I have no proof of it. I haven't seen it. So the fact is, if Scott has always been this amazing father and been this amazing supportive person to his job and also helping out kids and whatnot, the only question that I have is, why have we not seen that version of you thus far? So really and truly, I'm only going to react based on the version that you've given us. And the version that you've given us so far is a man that went on TV, went on TV on 2 different shows, okay, both 90 Day and the Chantel show, and showed aggressive behavior in both, showed manipulative behavior in both, showed narcissistic traits in both. And since you've been on social media, you've only ever shown us an attitude that gives us bipolar vibes, gives us unstable vibes, unhinged vibes. So really and truly, whatever you've done before, who cares? What matters is, who are you representing yourself to be right here, right now? That's what we want to know. That's how we are judging you. Sorry, not want to know. That is exactly how we are judging you. Simple as that. You don't seem like somebody that is, gotten better. So all this nonsense here that he's talking about, good for you. But I wasn't there to witness it. So therefore, I will continue based on the person that we have witnessed. And this is the person that you continuously keep giving us. He also says here that I'm so unpopular, and why write about me every week since April 17th. The fact that he even remembers the date is crazy to me, but okay. I'm trending on social side by side with 90 Day, who have a current show. What a joke. Irresponsible journalism. Oh my God, please don't pin us down. To be fair, I'm not a journalist. I just make videos and talk stuff. Yeah. I'm just a content creator, man. I will print this out and wipe my with this story too. Oh wow. What a grown-up. What a grown-up. A man that comes in and talks about how he's going to wipe his bum, okay, is the kind of man that will tell us that, hey, guess what, guys? I'm also a great father and a great this and a great that and that. And listen, I'm not going to say that you're not a great father. I'm not going to say that you wasn't a great coach, okay? And I'm not going to say that you wasn't great at your job, because maybe you probably was. But who you are to us, who you present yourself, is exactly how we will continue to judge you, whether you like it or not. If you don't like it, stop researching your bloody name. Now, with that being said, though, let's get into the next bit, the part that you've all been waiting for, I'd imagine so, where Nikki gets involved in this conversation. And trust me, I tell you, I was surprised too. Now, if you are still here in this video right now, that clearly means I've got you hooked to the content. That's why you should subscribe. And also, this is the #1 place to come for the consistent, quick 90 Day MovingMAD updates. But with that being said, though, let's get into the next bit. Now, this next bit, courtesy of 90 Day Simps. Courtesy of 90 Simp of Reality, my apologies. Obviously made a post, and as you can see here, made a thread, and then people started to come into the video. And Statler comes in first saying, I can smell his declaration through my phone. It's And listen, she ain't lying. We can all smell it. We've been smelling it since freaking day one. But then Nikki comes in. Nikki goes, wasn't he just in my DMs a few weeks ago too? Now that is where things get interesting. Hashtag fame game. You know what's so crazy? We know that Scott is the kind of person that will go to any lengths to literally get people to continue talking about him. And to be fair, I don't know why, but I was surprised. I was very surprised. I thought maybe he had certain, no-goes. Now, I didn't think that him ever being interested in someone that's transgender would ever be a thing that he'd be into. But at the same time, though, should I be surprised? I guess not, to a certain degree. But here's the thing, though. What do we think? Do we think that he slid into Nikki's DM because he wanted to, actually see if he can, sweep her up? You know what I mean? Did he DM us? So maybe he can try and do the same narrative that he's doing with Amanda now. We'll never really know for sure. But the way Nikki's saying it, it seems as if he's slid in her DMs in a way he was trying to be positive towards her, if you know what I mean. I mean, to be fair, though, I will say this, though, regarding the situation with Nikki here. Let's be real. Nikki, let's talk about it. So far, the man you're with doesn't appreciate you. The man that you're with doesn't even want to touch you for the most part. The man you're with won't even fully sexually satisfy you anyway. He only does bits and bobs here and there, and he only does it when he feels like it. Well, if Scott did DM you in a way where he was trying to be flirtatious, or at least know this, he's not a man. Maybe that means he's not going to be afraid to give you exactly what you want in the bedroom or in any other area of life. So maybe he's your best bet. Just saying, food for thought. But also on top of that, Jordan is also a past member, also came by saying, this is why I made it clear I am not his friend. She was also on the most recent season of Love in Paradise. But yes, when it comes to the situation with Nikki, though, that is something that is quite interesting. I wish Nikki would actually, expose the DMs so we actually see what Scott said. But it'd be good to know if he approached her in a way as if he was trying to flirt, or if he. But one thing that we do know with Scott is that he has no shame in messaging any of the females when it comes to 90 Day Fiance. Do you see what I'm saying? Now, even though we know that his type is generally women who have a Latin origin, I hope I said that correctly, but that's usually his actual go-to type. Do you see what I'm saying? We've also known that he still hasn't been afraid to message other women from the show, because obviously we had the thing with April. You know, obviously you spent time with her, obviously got Lydia, and then obviously Danielle came out to say that he had messaged this person or said this person to that person. So we know he's got this fixation with women anyway. So yeah, very, very interesting. But nonetheless though, one thing that I do want to say, and I've just got to point this out because it's on my mind, okay? Now, this isn't me trying to say anything necessarily. This is me just pointing something out, and you can do what you like with it. I mean, Scott's not gonna like it, but either way, you can do what you like with it, because if I don't point out, someone else probably will, maybe. But earlier on today, before this video, I made another video regarding Scott. Now, that video, I recommend you watch it, okay? Because that one is all about Scott trying to, you know, fight Pedro. It's ridiculous. But in that video, it's the way he offered the services. It's the way he challenged Pedro, as well as to Matt Sharp, I believe, the person who obviously owns Sharp Entertainment. And this is how he did it. And it got me thinking. It got me thinking. The way he has positioned himself in this position here, all I want to say is it's a bit too, what's the word I'm looking for here? He's positioned himself in a way where he's got that angle a bit too perfect. And it does make me wonder, do what you like with that information? Just saying. Could literally be nothing, but just saying. Either way though, let me know what you're thinking down below in the comment section and we can talk about it. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Help us get to 50K within hopefully the next 6 days. Yeah. And peace.